Have you ever seen those YouTube videos of mobile car detailers earning $300, $500, or even $1,000 a day? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's absolutely true. Yes, you can definitely earn big money in this business, but this video is not about those one-offs, luck of the draw, and inconsistent earnings. In this video, I'm going to show you how much a mobile car detailer really earns in a week, a month, and even a year. I'll also share with you tips on how you can maximize your earnings by following some of my proven yet very simple methods. Hey everyone, it's Ryan here from Mobile Detailing Secrets, where you'll find valuable information on how to be successful in the mobile detailing business. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and get weekly updates that will help you through your journey. So let's jump into it. Today, I'm on the way to one of my loyal customers to perform a scheduled detailing job. The key words here are loyal and scheduled, meaning it's a repeat business. This is basically what you are aiming for. And believe me, once you have achieved a loyal following with regular scheduled bookings, there's no need for you to market your services aggressively. In our business, word of mouth is king. But we're not going to talk about marketing, target audience, or even business models and other aspects that also impacts your bottom line. That's going to be in a different video. We're mainly going to focus on the three key aspects that impacts your money in the bank directly. And those are sales, cost, and time. Knowing these three things will make you forecast how much you can profit in a week, a month, and a year. And once you know how much you can realistically earn, then you can decide if this venture is really worth taking the leap, right? Now, it's nice to have a lot of sales in a very short time, but mostly this is not sustainable and you almost need to work yourself to exhaustion. A good businessman always plans for the worst. It's not being negative or pessimistic, it's just the reality of a business cycle. You need to prepare for your downtime, low season, or times of drought, which is no sales, right? This mindset will help you endure the tough times. Earning potential is mainly driven by three things: sales, cost, and time. Now let's talk about sales. Your sales are the payment you receive for the services you offer. Sales is mainly influenced by how much you charge and how many transactions you have at any given time. If you take your total sales in a day and divide that with the number of transactions for that day, then you will get your average ticket. It's important to know this value as you need to use this average to achieve a sales goal. Let's look at an example on how you can get this average ticket. Say you completed 3 jobs today. First is for an exterior and interior for a total of $210. The second job is an interior detail for just $145. And the third job is for an exterior, interior, and an engine bay clean for a total of $245. Now please remember that these prices are based on a median or average price point. Every state, province, city, or town that you live in might have a different price point. So do your research first to get the average price. So in this example, your total sales for the day is $600. You need to divide this number by 3 transactions, then your average ticket per transaction is $200. Now this average becomes more accurate when you include more transactions in a wider time range. Great! Now that you know your total sales and average ticket, let's look at your cost. Cost is the expenses you incurred for your services. It's the money you spend to buy the supplies and equipment needed to perform the services. It can also be the cost to operate your business, like transportation, permits and licenses, labor costs, and other things. The great thing about this business is that you don't have to pay for rent, which can be one of the biggest costs in a brick-and-mortar business. The total cost to operate a mobile detailing business can range anywhere from 15% to 30%, depending on what services you offer, and the cost of your supplies and chemicals. You do not have to have all the bells and whistles to offer a great service. All you need are reliable chemicals and equipment that will do the job without breaking the bank. This is important as most mistakes individuals getting into this business is to assume that they need to have all the gadgets, supplies, and equipments they see in YouTube. I know this for sure as I was one of them. If only I knew then what I know now, right? Now that we know our sales and costs, then we need to talk about time. Time in this scenario refers to the number of bookings you are willing to get to where you want to be in terms of earnings. Are you doing this as a second job, or is this a full-time gig? Are you going to do this 6 days a week or just 4? It really depends on you. Mobile detailing will take anywhere from 1 hour to 3 depending on what service you are offering. There are other specialized services like ceramic coating or film protection. Now don't get me wrong, you can always offer these services, and these are very high lucrative, high ticket offerings. But with the purpose of getting to more consistent and predictable earnings, we will just consider the basics for now. So let's assume that you want to do this as a side hustle and will only be able to book appointments after your primary work hours, or maybe just on the weekends. So if you're doing this as a part-time, then 4 bookings per week sounds reasonable. Anything more than this will burn you out. If you're doing this full-time, then 2 bookings per day sounds reasonable, with 2 off days. And you don't have to take your days off on the weekend. For the most part, it's actually a bad idea to have a weekend off, as most of your customers will be booking during this time. So I suggest taking a day off during the weekday, like Monday or Tuesday, when it is slow, if you're taking this on as a full-time gig. Later in this video, I will show you different ways to maximize your earnings, so stay tuned for that. Now that we know our sales, costs, and time investment, then we can project our potential earnings. We need to have this calculated over a certain amount of time. A full calendar year or fiscal year is a good time to consider. Most businesses, big and small, always budget and project on a yearly basis. This will ensure alignment to your business goals. So let's use the following assumption. First, let's consider if you're doing this as a side hustle. If our sales is equal to 200 average per transaction, and our cost is $40, which is 20% of $200, and we have 4 bookings per week, multiply this by 50 weeks per year. Remember, you have to minus 2 weeks for vacations, sick days, and other time off. This will give us a total booking of 200 per year. Now, sales average of 200, you multiply that by 200 bookings, will give you $40,000 minus the cost of $8,000 will give you $32,000 profit per year. That's not bad at all, huh? Now take the assumption if you're going to do this full time. The same sales average of $200 per ticket with a cost of 20%, which is $40, you multiply this by 10 bookings per week, multiplied by 50 weeks in a year. This will give us a total bookings of $500 per year. With sales at $200, you multiply that by 500 bookings will give you $100,000. Minus $20,000 as cost will give you $80,000 of profit per year. Now, $32,000 on a side hustle is not bad. It's better than driving Uber or skip the dishes as a comparison. Now, $80,000 per year on a full-time basis is also really good. This is the same salary as a physiotherapist, a project manager, a sales executive, or even a pharmacist. And it gets even better because you pay less income tax owning a business than as an employee, not to mention all the write-offs. Another big difference to note is that you only work on average 2 hours per booking, so that is being paid $100 per hour. Did you check what is the minimum pay per hour lately in your state? Oh, did I mention that this business also gives a very good tip? Of course, I need to make sure that there is a disclaimer here. The total earnings value mentioned above are only potential. They can be less or more depending on the 3 key criteria mentioned. But this will give you a good idea if mobile car detailing is really what you want to do. As always, I hope this information is helpful in your pursuit to financial freedom. Now, I'm going to share with you how you can maximize your earnings. First, make it a combo. Add-ons like lens cleaning, polishing, leather protection, ozone treatment, or even carpet protection. Now remember to always make sure that add-ons should complement your main service. Another way is to offer bundles, giving discounts or special offers if the customer books more than one car. A third is offer membership. Great way to create loyal customers, right? Just take Costco, Amazon Prime, and even your favorite gym as an example. Now, these are just some ways you can maximize your earnings. And of course, there's a lot more. But I've just proven this 3 to be very easy to do and very effective. So there you have it, guys. You're one step closer to success. Now I want to leave you with this line from the book Shoe Dog. So that morning in 1962, I told myself, let everyone else call your idea crazy. Just keep going. Don't stop. Don't even think about stopping until you get there. And don't give much thought to where there is. Whatever comes, just don't stop. Phil Knight, creator of Nike. So I wish you all the best in your venture, and remember to just keep moving and don't stop. You'll eventually reach your pinnacle of success without a doubt. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification to get weekly updates. Until next time.